Nick here with Co-Optimus. I'm joined by Jason. He is a senior environment artist on Destiny, which means he makes it pretty, and boy is that game pretty. You're doing a good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So you guys are having a big show. This is kind of the big first time everyone's getting their hands on Destiny and stuff. How's the feedback been so far?
It's been great. You know, there's been a lot of positive feedback, and there's a lot of just watching people play the game, right? For the first time, it's out there. Right. We don't have to hide it anymore, you know, and having people play it has been an amazing experience for us.
And you guys just launched Alpha Access on the PlayStation 4. Is that kind of nerve-wracking and stuff to get it out there to the masses, not even just at E3, but everyone else?
Absolutely. You know, it's exhilarating too, right? It's just like we've been waiting so long, and having it out there and seeing how people are playing it has been something we've been waiting for a really long time, and so it's been great.
Cool. So you guys are really trying to push the shooter genre forward with kind of this persistent, online, seamless, in and out kind of a thing. How long have you guys been working on Destiny?
Wow, you know, it's been a long time. I know that, you know, there's been at least 4 years of really hardcore development, and then there's been years before that. You know, Jason Jones has kind of been thinking about this for a long time, and I know that him and Chris Barrett, which is, I always want to say Barry, that's what we call him in the studio. Okay. But anyway, he's our art director, and those guys have been thinking about this for a long time, and it's, you know, taking something that is our foundation, which is a boots on the ground first-person shooter, and trying to evolve that, right? Like, you know, where do we go? And you know, Jason came to us a while back and went to every discipline. It's like, how far can you push this? You know, where can you take this game?
Yeah, I mean, this is quite a bit different from your past offerings, because before it was very single character driven, and now everyone's kind of their own thing. It's more RPG and stuff like that. Yeah. So you know, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So with the different characters, there comes co-op. Right, and that's always been a big part of Bungie's games, so we're interested to see what you do there. So can you give us a little bit about how the co-op's going to work in Destiny?
Yeah, so there's a few different ways that can happen. If you're just, you know, running through the space by yourself and you see other players, you know, running into the public space, you can actually look at them, push down on the right thumbstick, and activate it basically highlights the other character, the other player, and you can select a group of options. You can either join their fire team, you can invite them to your fire team, you can send them a message, and so we make that really seamless within the actual play space itself. And then there's the social space, which is the tower, which is where people are always going to be coming across other players within the environment. And then there's also strikes, which is set up for a fire team to go together in a linear mission that actually culminates in a big boss battle. And to speak to more co-op, you know, when you're on that strike, even though it's set for this three-man fire team, you know, there's a lot of times you're going through public spaces, so you're still seeing other players. You're constantly seeing people come and go throughout your own experience.
So it's kind of like a living, breathing world in that sense. There's always activity bustling about and things like that, right? Cool. So how many players can you have in a fire team?
So you can have 3 when you're doing a strike, and then when you're doing multiplayer, which is a Crucible, you can have 6.
Okay, cool. So what is maybe your one standout or favorite feature you have in Destiny that I think really sets it apart from other shooters out there?
You know, I think that it's to the scale, you know, the environments that we're building, you know, and the amount of content that we're placing in it. There's still people within the studio finding things in Cosmo. It's like the first area you run around in, right? And I think that's really exciting, you know, that even us as developers are still finding little secrets and hidden treasures throughout the game.
Okay, cool. Well, when can we expect to get our hands on Destiny then?
That'll be September 9th.
Okay, great. All right.
You can actually pre-order, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, here it is. No, July 17th, you know, is when the beta goes live, and if you pre-order, everyone gets into the beta, and we're treating that like a full launch of the game, and so that will guarantee your position.
So is that the stuff you do in the beta, is that going to carry over to the final version?
We're still fine-tuning, we're tweaking and seeing what we're going to do. We're not really speaking to that just yet, okay. But we'll see. Just stay tuned.
All right, cool. Well, thank you. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to get in there and play some of it.
Awesome.